You want to come up? Well, I only have the one mic, so okay.
Hello, Practice Makes Comedy. Thank you for coming out tonight. Happy New Year. Oh, yeah. This is Practice Makes Comedy. We are here at Drake Desk Camp Music and Art Studio, where we teach piano, we teach voice, we teach guitar, bass, and drums. So if you want to start a rock band and nobody knows how to play music, then we got your place. And we do have now too as of January. So look that up. All right. Anything else? Oh, the comics are working for tips tonight. So you can do Venmo, PMC, Pity Cash, or there's a cup for cash. So those are your options. Ooh, anything else I need to cover? We're going to have a great show tonight. I am Mama Swan. I am on the keys. We have coming up Lisa Wentworth. We have Michy Bad Cakes. We've got Lauren Cahillane, and we've got Mo Green. It's going to be awesome. So I'm going to play some songs. I forgot to ask Nat, Jay, do you guys want to come up at all tonight? Okay, cool. They're going to just watch. That's good. We need that too. We need it all. All right, so I'm going to play a couple of classical pieces because I was tired of listening to Christmas songs. And I feel like classical music, kind of goes with the holidays a bit. So I decided to go with that. This first one is called Wild Horseman, and it's by Schumann. This next one is also by Schumann, and it is Of Foreign Lands and People. All right, one more classical piece, and then I'm gonna do a singing piece, and then maybe another singing piece because Lisa Wentworth has people on the way. So I'm gonna try to give them a little extra time to get here. All right, so this is Verlies by Beethoven. Sometimes I try to play the piano to like help my kids mellow out a little bit, and sometimes it does not work. The other day I was practicing and my daughter was just like having a fit over something. And so I was like, maybe this will calm her down. Nope, it's not calming her down. So I tried it differently. I was like, let me see if she likes this. This is probably more her style. What do you know? And she quieted right down. It was lovely. It was like success. All right, cool. She needs a little more emo sounding for Elise. I got you. I got you, kid. All right.
Did you
In all
right now?
fairness, she is the one with the dark sense of humor. Like when she plays Minecraft, she'll like throw eggs that hatch animals into lava. It's vicious, vicious. I worry about her. I don't know that she likes animals that much. Anyway, all right, I'm gonna do some singing now. Right, come close. Let me show you everything I know. The jungle slang spinning around my head, I stare. One more naked fool. I can't take this place. No, I can't take this place. I just wanna go where I can get some space. Truth be told, I've been there, I've done this all before. I take your groove, curl it up and puff it into plumes. Rock my little Pooh Bear, wanna take a chance, wanna sip the smooth air, kick it in the sand. I say I told you so, but you're just gonna cry, and you just wanna know those peanut butter vibes. My simple sir, this ain't gonna work. My wicked words and tipsy-topsy slurs. I can't take this place, no, I can't take this place. I just wanna go where I can get some space. Hold my hand, flow back to the summertime. Tangled in the willows, now our tongues are tied. How can I believe you? How can I be nice? Dripping round the tree stumps in your summer smile. Got my little Pooh Bear, wanna take a chance, wanna sip the smooth air, kick it in the sand. I say I told you so, but you just gonna cry. You just wanna know those peanut butter vibes. My simple sir, this ain't gonna work. My wicked words and tipsy-topsy slurs. I can't take this place, no, I can't take this place. I just wanna go where I can get some space. That was Gooey by Glass Animals. And I think I'll do another Glass Animals one because those are the ones I have memorized. Or I could do Rainbow Kitten Surprise. I don't know. Maybe Rainbow Kitten Surprise. I'm going to do that just to change it up. My heart and soul were never meant to know what you care to die for, what you care to die for. We die alone, we'll all die alone. What you care to die for, what you care to die from. Snows glistening on the ledge, whiskey on the bed. Shake it out and light a cigarette. Miss me when you wish you were kind of glad. Shake me all out when you're done. For you. Shake me all out till I'm gone. For you. Is the devil so bad if he cries in his dreams? Well, the earth turns and his kids learn to say fuck you. They don't love you. Is the devil so bad if she dies in her dreams? Where the earth burns, she cries 'cause she's nothing like you. Is she like you? Do you want from a devil like me, devil like me? You see, the devil don't mean to be evil. He just regrettably forgets to exceed expectations. Holes riddled in your head, a little bit of lead. Shake it out and line a silhouette. Miss me when you wish you were kind of right. Shake me all out when you're done. For you. Shake me all out till I'm gone. For you. Is the devil so bad if he dies in his dreams? While the earth turns folks learn to say, fuck you, they don't love you. The devil's so bad if she cries in her dreams while the earth burns. She cries 'cause she's nothing like you. She like you. Do you want from a devil like me? Am I like you? Yeah. Thanks, guys. All right. Let's do a little bit of comedy now. How's everyone doing tonight? Yeah? Happy New Year. We made it. We're still alive so far, it seems. Either that or we all made it to hell and here we are together. The important thing is we're together. All right, so I wore this shirt tonight because my sister got it for me for Christmas. And I think it's funny because I used to make fun of the fact that my ex was into Star Wars. And his family would always get confused by that and get him Star Trek paraphernalia constantly. So after I left him, it turned out I like Star Trek. And so I became kind of like a Trekkie. And now my family forgets that I like Star Trek and they get me Star Wars presents. It's fine. It's karma. Because I stole all those Star Trek toys that he had and I brought them with me. So now I get Star Wars presents for Christmas. That's how it goes sometimes. Oh man, I've had children home since December 8th. We got the COVID. Oh shit. And boy, let me tell you, well, I don't have it anymore. That's why we canceled the last show. You think I'm just willy-nilly canceling shows because I don't feel like it when I wake up in the morning? Not accurate. So it was just so awkward because like then I had to call everyone that I'd been within 6 feet of to let them know that I had the COVID. And it was bad enough back when like I just got in within 6 feet of someone who ended up with COVID. Then I would have to call everyone who had been within 6 feet of to let them know that I'd been within 6 feet of someone who tested positive for COVID. And then all of a sudden, all of our friendships are way more serious than they were before. All of a sudden, I got all these questions that were never a thing before. Like, who was it? How long? Was it worth it? I don't want to see you again. For 2 weeks. I mean 10 days. I mean 5 days. Whatever it ends up being. So yeah, I haven't been too freaked out by COVID. I mean, I've been like being safe. I'm doing all the things. But there's just so many other problems in the world that it's hard. I wasn't ready to just like lose focus on those just because everything shut down. I was like, but we still have problems. Like, we could go clean the ocean when we're not busy. I don't know. Like, isn't there stuff to do? But that's like the mom in me. Like, I've always got shit to do, don't I? But there's one threat that I found way more terrifying than COVID. And it's way more contagious too. Oh, I'm talking about the craft herpes glitter. That's right. The tooth fairy came to my house and that bitch got glitter everywhere. Like that's a normal thing to do. My house will be burnt to the ground one day or gone. It'll be dust, but there will be glitter in that dust just because of the tooth fairy. My son was talking to his best friend about like, oh, the tooth fairy wrote to you. The tooth fairy wrote to me too. What did the tooth fairy write to you? And his friend told him that the tooth fairy told him that she's making castles and houses out of children's teeth. And I was like, Gross. And I found out the mom had drawn a picture even. I was like, I'm gonna have to see that. I don't need the visual, but I'm going to get it. So just send it. So yeah, I would hate to be part of the union of those tooth fairies though. Like I don't understand why we're not being like, hey kids, the two teeth without cavities get more money. You know, because you don't want to build a house with cavity teeth. That's what the poor fairies have to live in. Just saying. All right, are you guys ready to like do some comedy tonight?
Yeah.
All right, I'm down. Let me get some music going. Gotta have music. Practice makes comedy.
Okay.
Please give a welcome to the wonderful, the awesome, dirty church lady herself, Lisa Wentworth.
All right, guys. All right. Fuck that shit. Get it off. Get it off. You know the truth? White people birth defect. Yeah, it's called no rhythm. There is no fucking cure. Yeah, no matter how hard I try. I too got the COVID. As you can see, I'm ready for it though. I'm the only motherfucker all these months in these 2 years who ever disinfected a fucking mic. Put a mic condom on. Still caught that motherfucking shit. I caught it bad, people. I caught that shit so bad. I was on fucking websites trying to figure out when I was gonna die. I really was. It was fucking some crazy ass shit, you guys. I was like, oh wait, hold on. Fuck, you work this shit. Like a lightsaber. That would be from fucking Star Wars, people. There we go. Making sure. All right, seriously, fuck that. I hope I don't get COVID again. Fucking crappy shit. But seriously, I was fucking on a website because I thought it would be helpful because I started losing my hair. And so I was like looking up to see what other people's issues were around the COVID stuff. People, I was ready to call fucking Make-A-Wish because I was on my way out. I was fucking dying. I was like, yeah, this shit's fucking bad. I'm in bed for fucking 3 weeks. I'm like, my back fucking feels like it's breaking. I'm like hacking up a lung. I'm on all these meds. And people, if I'm in bed and I'm not fucking getting sacked, then there's a fucking problem. All right. 3 weeks I didn't fucking leave that fucking thing. Didn't get fucked once. Well, that's not true. I did get fucked. Yeah, I got fucked by COVID. And people, you know, I had way too much time on my hands. 3 weeks of me not doing shit is not a good fucking look. Let me just tell you, there's a lot of fucking trouble that you can get into in fucking 3 weeks. All right. One of which was that I found some mushrooms. Yeah, that wasn't the problem. That was a good part. That was really fun. The problem was when I tried masturbating on mushrooms. You like my new fucking sportswear? Yeah, exactly. Fucking sprained my wrist fucking masturbating on mushrooms. Who the fuck does that shit? But if that wasn't enough fucking things to do to yourself while, you know, I'm home alone, I spent a lot of time looking in the mirror and naked. I thought, like, you know, okay, here's the truth, people. I got fucking COVID, and I've never felt more AIDSy in my motherfucking life. All right? 31 fucking years living with AIDS, never felt fucking AIDSy. I get COVID, and exactly, I'm like, oh my God, who was I with? Who did I breathe on? Who did I look at fucking sideways? Not who did I fuck without a condom or fucking let them dump their fucking fluids in me. There's none of that. It's like, oh, who breathed on me or looked on me or fucking, you know, waved from across the fucking street. That's how fucking scary this shit is. And I'm like, it's not for me, man. I don't like it. I don't like feeling that AIDSy, people. And you guys all, except for maybe you guys, I'm not sure, were with me on World AIDS Day. I got up there, I disinfected the mic, I did all my shit. And I'm like up there, I'm like, yo, any of you fuckers ever heard of COVID? And then the next day I couldn't fucking smell shit. I'm like, call up Maverick. I'm like, dude, I'm the one, man. I'm the one. I'm the fucking one. Fucking got COVID. Tell him, shut it down. It's all my fucking fault. Yeah, so I mentioned, I thought, you know, like, well, back in the day, y'all wouldn't know this because y'all like spring chickens except for old ass Mo. But the rest of you fuckers might not even know what AIDS is, but it was like it's COVID from fucking BC. Prehistoric fucking COVID, okay? That's what like that shit is. And seriously, that shit's a fucking piece of cake. This COVID stuff, not fucking playing with that shit no more. But seriously, I thought AIDS, you get like all AIDSy looking, you know, like you got cancer and shit. Not good, right? Not a good. So the first week and a half, I can't smell anything, so I don't eat anything. So I'm actually losing weight. Shit's going great. I'm like, oh, it's almost. I wish it was bikini season because I'm fucking gonna look good in one in a minute. Yeah. Then I went and got one of those hookups with the antibodies. After you get COVID, they want you to get the antibodies. You're supposed to get better quicker. So I was like, okay, that's cool. Yay. So I decided to do that. Well, it gave me back a fucking appetite, people. I'm fat as fuck now, all right? I had just gone through my closet to get rid of a bunch of stuff pre-COVID, and now I'm wearing my fat pants. And I know. Yo, while I was standing in front of my mirror naked, noticing my fucking rounder midriff area, there was another pressing incident happening in the mirror. And that was my untamed bush. Yeah. I need to hire a whole fucking lawn care fucking thing for that shit. That was insane. But I had a lot of free time on my hands, so I figured, you know, I'll just like YouTube it and see what to do with this shit. Because, you know, I don't really mess with that shit. I'm single. Nobody gives a fuck. But I was like, oh, it's winter. You know, this is probably the time to, you know, mess with that shit because no heat rash and all that, right? I've been single for 8.5 years, 3,162 dick-free days. Yeah, a long time. 8.5 years is a very long time with no dick. So yeah, I've been touching myself some for 8.5 years. I didn't know I was gonna wear a complete fucking circle of nakedness right in the center of my fucking hooch. Big fucking quarter size fucking no hair, okay? Bush everywhere, shooting out of every fucking orifice down there. But nope, there's one fucking bald spot. So I'm like, I gotta fix this shit. Yeah, in my bag now is feminine itch cream because guess what? You still get fucking road rash and shit down there in the fucking winter too. Shit's fucking horrible. Some of you guys know I was back there fanning myself before I came up here. I'm 53. I have hot flashes. I've had them for a while. It causes me to often have to fling the covers off and take my clothes off while I'm in bed. I happened to have a hot flash last night, and it would appear I didn't put my clothes back on, and my nipple was fucking hanging out this morning when the cat decided to stop by. Not only did I wake up to a cat licking my nipple, no, that wasn't good enough. As soon as I fucking opened my eyes, I'm like, fucking, nobody's been licking my nipples for a long time. I was so excited. I was like, what the fuck is going on? He's in bed with me. And I'm thinking what the options are. I'm like, my son, my newborn baby, or the cats, none of which are good. Thankfully, it was the cat. Unfortunately, right while I was opening my eyes, the fucker was done licking and decided to fucking bite my nipple. So, yeah, I didn't have any fucking coffee yet, and this is what I have to fucking deal with, people. Tons of motherfucking fun. Yeah. This mushroom thing, I thought it was a good idea. I should have known from the first time that I tried them that maybe not the best option for me. The very first time that I tried mushrooms, I'm a big girl, so I thought I needed a big amount. So I asked my son how much is a big amount of mushrooms, and this fucker tells me 3.5 grams, which is a big amount. So I was like, that's a big amount for me. Good, I'm going to do that. Nobody told me that you shouldn't do mushrooms when you're home by yourself. And when you've decided to watch Grey's Anatomy 2-hour crossover event. Yeah, by yourself. People, I did not know you could cry that much if somebody died. If all you fuckers died, I don't think I would have cried that much. I was a fucking wreck. I was just sobbing. I did not think that I was ever going to stop crying. My son comes home from work, and I just look at him. I'm like, yo, fuck nut. kind of bullshit is this? Why would you say do mushrooms? Like, this is not fun at all. I've been crying for 4 fucking hours. Everybody died and I'm fucking miserable. And he goes, Mom, just watch something fun. You'll be fine. Yo, I started watching live PD, watching people get arrested real time on a Friday and Saturday night. That shit was hilarious. Oh my God, especially the ones from fucking Florida, the down south meth heads. Fucking prime comedy. Let me just tell you, I was so much better. And I was fucking laughing so hard, I was almost pissing myself. So that part was great. But again, this, not so hot. I don't know. Kind of like on cocaine, I couldn't bust a nut while I was on mushrooms. Anybody else ever fuck on mushrooms? Is that a thing? Or was it just for me that I couldn't fucking perform with myself on mushrooms? Nobody's answering me. You don't fuck on mushrooms? All right, fine. Fuck you then. Fuck you. You guys know I like edibles. Some of you have been taken out by my edibles. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Mo's over there crying in the back. Yeah, he's had one or two. Yeah. Oh, I fucking love them fuckers, all right? And I don't think that I realized how much I actually do or did or whatever, because I didn't really think that I was being very affected by them. And then my son started hanging out with this guy who sells edibles that actually have the milligrams on the fucking container, so you know what you're getting, all right? And in each one of these little fucking containers is 500 milligrams of marijuana. Well, after a couple, I didn't realize how many I took, so I took the whole motherfucking 500 milligrams. Yo! Exactly, damn. I love to be high, but I don't think that's the kind of high anybody fucking needs to be. That's the kind of high that, like I said, you're fucking sitting around with too much time on your hands, you're doing crazy shit, like fucking trying to shave your fucking thing or pluck your eyebrows by yourself. Guys, oh my God. Girls like to, make their shit look cute and fucking pluck this and fix that and do that. Well, when I was younger, I didn't have a lot of money, and so I thought I would save money by doing my eyebrows myself, by waxing them by myself. And so it's something you should leave to the professionals, I think. Yes. Well, I did not know this, and so I just stuck that stuff in a pan and heated it up to like 400 degrees till it was like molten lava. And then I slapped it all over my eyebrow. And then I slapped down one of the little sticky strips, just like right under here, just to get that little part right off. And then I ripped it off. And I looked in the mirror. But unfortunately, the whole motherfucking thing ripped off. Like, not just some of it, like the whole fucking thing, except one little. It looked like fucking couple stray nose hairs left. Like, just fucking right over there. Just like, that's it. I'm like, you've got to be motherfucking kidding me. So I call up my mother. I'm hysterical. I'm like, Mom, I'm trying to wax my eyebrow. I ripped the whole fucking thing off. What do I do? This is what my mother fucking decides is good advice to give me. You don't want to look like a dumbass, so you better rip the other one off. Yo, I listened to this dumb bitch and ripped the other fucking eyebrow off. And then I looked in the mirror and I looked pretty fucking stupid. And I had to go to work at the nursing home, and I figured most of them are drooling and fucking in diapers. They're not going to notice. But I did have to work with some people, so I figured I better do something to fucking get this shit right. So, you guys, I decided to, draw them in, whatever. I'm no artist and shit. They weren't fucking even. They didn't look right. One was probably another color and shit. And I get to work, and I worked with this bully girl, and she kept staring at me, and she's just like, "Did you get your hair cut?" It's like, "No." "Nope. I'm trying to do my shit." "Are you sure? What's different about? Something's different about you." I was like, no, I don't know, nothing. Just trying to get my shit done. Yo, when that cunt fucking figured out that I had no eyebrows, she fucking held me down and rubbed them motherfuckers off and stole my eyebrow pencil. What a cunt, right? Right? I know, exactly. I couldn't even believe that shit. Is that a horrible thing to do to somebody? That's okay. I could tell you that karma got her. So that's all I have to say about that. But anyway, yo, that was some fucking crazy shit, though. I seriously, if your mother ever tells you to rip off your other eyebrow, don't fucking listen to the bitch, because I look really stupid. It took a bit. And for them, now they won't fucking stop growing, but shit, back then they didn't want to grow. It was pretty fucking bad. So you guys know, as I mentioned, I have been single for quite a while. Besides playing with myself and fucking up my wrist, I've tried this internet dating thing. It's not been going very well. Some of you guys have heard my woes. I don't know why it is that every time I fucking pick a dude to fucking be with and try and meet up with, it's kind of like when I order shit from Amazon. What shows up on the doorstep ain't what was advertised in the motherfucking photo. Why the fuck is that shit like that? I was dating this guy on the phone because I wasn't really dating because I hadn't met him yet. But the picture that he sent me, he was a really hot looking dude, Puerto Rican guy standing in front of a motorcycle looking fucking fantastic, like somebody I wanted to fuck. And I was like super excited. We're supposed to meet up. But the day before we're supposed to meet up, he calls me up and he says, "Hey, Lise, there was a bit of an incident at work and a box fell on my dentures and broke them." Look here, dude. I'm 53. I have hot flashes like a motherfucker. Stopped wearing a bra 3.5 years ago. I'm missing some teeth in the back too, fuckface. And I ain't seen a dick in 8.5 years. Hop your ass in your little car and get the fuck over here now. I'm not playing with you. Anyway, as I mentioned, day of, we're supposed to meet up. And my son is sitting on the front step. And I was like, "What are you doing?" And he goes, "I'm waiting for your man. I'm going to ask him what his intentions are with my mother." Like, oh, Jesus Christ. And then he goes, "Hey, Mom, your man's here." People, why does it sound like I'm going to get fucked not in a good way? Like, I mean, that didn't sound good at all. I'm like in the back room, like fucking starting to sweat. And I'm like, "Oh, this doesn't sound good at all." I walked up, mustered up my courage. People, I opened up that door. I don't know what the motherfucker was standing in front of me. I should have called the cops. That's what the fuck should have happened first off, because it was a bait and switch catfish situation. This motherfucker, 75, 80 pounds lighter, drove all the way from Rochester, New York with 0 fucking teeth in his mouth. 0, people. Come on, I got 10 more teeth than he does. But yeah, did I mention I ain't seen a dick in 8.5 years, people? So don't judge me when I say yes, I fucked him. What? 8.5 years with no dick? Don't judge me, fuckers. I see a judgmental looks on your face. You should be ashamed of yourself going into a new year judging me. Fuck you. Fuck you. Y'all should go outside and have a burning bowl ceremony and say you're sorry for judging me. So yeah, I fucked him. I just put a bag over his head and, pretended I was fucking somebody else. Fuck you guys. That's what other people do. What people do every day. Anyway, you guys know, after 8.5 years, luckily, I was finally able to bust a nut that was with somebody and not by myself. But what I want to know about guys is how come before they fuck you, like they take you out to dinner, they open the car door, they pay for dinner, they buy the condoms and bring them to the fuck session. And then after they bang you, it's like open your own door, buy your own food. Bitch, you didn't bring the condoms? Fuck not. I don't got to put them on my dick. They're supposed to be for you. Why didn't you buy them? Dropping the ball again, you lazy motherfuckers. Anyway, watch out for that COVID because it is a motherfucker. And I didn't have to call Make-A-Wish, but if I did, my wish would be that I could continue doing comedy and making you guys laugh. Thanks for coming out, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. And you're late, motherfucker. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I know. I'm glad you guys get to watch the rest of the comedians, which is so great. All right, my reusable condom.
What do you knock stuff over?
Let's give it up again for Lisa Wentworth. Awesome. All right. Gonna keep the mic moving. I have another joke for you that is of the Star Trek variety because I have a recommendation to all the couples. If you find that you need something new in your relationship, I highly recommend that you watch Star Trek. It'll bring back the Spock that you never knew you were missing. Obviously, you have to watch the original. One of the characters' name is Spock. I can tell you guys don't watch it. It's weird. All right, let's get our next comedian up here. Let me get some music going. All right, practice makes comedy. Your next comic tonight, she's bad. She's so bad. Please give it up for Michy Bad Cakes. That's how bad I am. I
fucking watch myself twerk in this. What up, live streamers? Woo woo! That's a white girl twerk. I'm working on my twerking, hey, right? Thank you for staying up here for medical attention, Mama Swan. I'm middle-aged. I shouldn't be doing shit like this up here. You're the best friend.
Aww.
This is the perfect segue into my first set. Guys, I'm addicted to having best friends. It's true. I'm one of those people. It is true. I'm one of those people that's just like, if you really like somebody enough, I feel like at some point you make them your best friend. I have a best friend, but guess what, guys? I've lived in all sorts of different states. So I've got best friends everywhere, dog. Straight best friends all over the place. I'm kind of like the Italian gigolo of best frienders, I guess. Instead of looking for hoes in all sorts of area codes, I just want best friends. That's all. And I lived in all sorts of states, like I said. So like I lived in Chicago and I had 3 best friends and I worked with them all. So I was like, all right, you're my best friend because you also like Depeche Mode. You're my best friend because I like your apple spice cake that you make. And you're my best friend because you're my boss. And then I moved to Minneapolis and guess what? I had 2 more best friends. So it's like 5 best friends so far. And so I look at one of my best friends. I'm like, yeah. She's also my best friend, but you're my real best friend because she's kind of mean sometimes. So I need that. Oh, and then we moved back to Massachusetts. And this is when I was married. Thank God I'm not married anymore. But then I was like, oh, I guess my husband's going to have to be my best friend. The skies turned dark and tragic. And I was like, no. But then luckily I met my real best friend here in Massachusetts, who's also a comedian, but he's not here tonight because he's not feeling good. But I just, if you're watching, which I know you're not, Joe. Hey, Joe Jalapenos. What's up? Yeah. So, but then I also have a secret best friend in New Hampshire too. So just keep it on the down low. Anybody out here regularly suffer from anxiety, depression, things of those nature? Yeah. Do you want to know what's fucking terrible for anxiety? Online dating.
Yes.
Now, I'm newly single for a year after being married for 15 years, so I might as well have been coming out of a tunnel or something like, you know, Jim Bob with his ladies, he hides underground and stuff, tells them that the world's ending, whatever. That's kind of the hole that I've been living in. I just started doing online dating, and let me tell you, after being alone for so long, I got onto that damn website. In the first 25 minutes, I had 3 dudes in my queue. I felt like fucking Wonder Woman. I felt like the hottest bitch in the world. But no, they're all fuckboys. Dude number 1, we'll call him car fuckboy. Dude number 2, meet me at my house Sunday night for dinner guy. Dude number 3, imaginary military romance scam guy. Okay, dude number 1, car fuck guy, never happened. He made it clear he was only looking for an older woman because he had an older woman fetish. And I'm like, oh, I see. You think because I'm older, I'm experienced, I know how to do all the good things. Ha! I'm 43 years old with arthritis. Guess again. Game over. And then I start getting these text messages from him with a picture of Squidward from SpongeBob with a cartoon dick in his mouth.
Oh, Jesus.
With the word maybe underneath.
Oh, no.
I responded with a hearty never. And I resent the comparison, you piece of shit. Oh my God. And then imaginary military romance scam guy. That was a fucking shame. All 3 of the pictures of the 3 different guys that made up the one imaginary guy. Fucking hot Jersey Shore Guido ass motherfucker. Hot. Very hot. Thank you, Lisa. You saw pictures of them all. You saw the pictures. Red flags all over the place. So many red flags. First red flag. He told me that he loved me and he was going to marry me within the first 3 days. And guess what? I'm so fucking disillusioned. I'm like, yeah, fuck right you do. I'm Michy Bad Cakes, bitch. You know. You fucking know. And I was just like, and my friend Joe, my best friend Joe was like, girl, this is a red flag. This doesn't happen in real life. I'm like, that's because nobody else is Michy Bad Cakes. He's like, you really need to stop that because that's a toxic way of thinking. Red flag number 2, dick pics like crazy. If I even started to question the sanctity of this relationship, he'd be like, oh, baby, I kind of feel like getting dirty. You want to get dirty? And I'm like, yeah, I want to see your penis. You're hot. So I just fell for the dick pics. And then as I got closer and closer to figuring them out, then I started getting dick videos. And then I'm like, whoa, you got me, soldier. You got me at the dick videos. And then the third red flag was, oh my God, sexting. Oh, sexting was off on the first date. Have you guys ever caught feels from sexting? It makes you feel so dirty. Somebody did. I heard that snap. Just raise your hands next time. Oh, you guys. He got the best pictures of my tits. The best pictures of my tits. But he was ungrateful because guess what? He sends me this little fucking message. Oh, yeah. Your titties are great, but what I love is a great big juicy ass. Well, guess what? I'm shaped like an upside down butternut squash. I have no ass. I'm all titties. You say you're going to pass up all this because you need a poop shoot? Grow up, bro. Grow up. Grow up. Then I'm just like, I feel like everywhere I go, I'm swimming in a sea of ass eaters. Everybody loves to eat ass these days. It's like the hot new thing. Seriously, I'm from the 90s. 90s is when like titties were hot. Everybody was like trying to get boobs. Nobody wants boobs now. Now it's all about the ass. They have pants that make your ass look nice. Why? Why? What's so great about ass? What's so great about ass? I don't know, guys. I know, but you know what is great? Cooking shows.
Oh, yeah.
You know what else is good? Pornography. But guess what? There's no difference between either of the two. Oh, show your math? I'll show you my math. You basically watch each to get yourself ready for an act, correct? Okay. Boy, oh boy, do I. I've just been sweating up here waiting to tell you about my Sunday afternoons with the Food Network. Ooh, that little Bobby Flay, that little redhead from New York. Turn him on, or is he turning me on? That's the question, folks. He's heating up that oil in that pan. And he looks in the camera and he goes, "Now, ladies and gentlemen, I got a little bit of onion." Oh, baby, you're going to need to turn it down because that Italian bitch is getting hot. And by the way, I was a little turned on by the thought of cat licking my nipples because I know that tongue is sandpaper. I know that's got to feel like a fucking good time. Anyways, back to this. Back to this. So then I keep watching, and I'm like, what are you going to do next, you big bad boy? What are you going to do next? What are you going to do next? And it's garlic. Right now, this man has me on my knees praying to Jesus for a little bit of cream. And guess what? I get it. Because he's making an Alfredo. And I'm such a sick son of a bitch that I'm actually in my kitchen, and I picture that there's this tall, hot, naked guy named Alfredo just fucking ladling that hot Alfredo sauce over his hard dick, just looking at me like, this is the way your ancestors would have wanted it, girl. And I'm like, Alfredo, how are you not burning your balls? It's hot cheese sauce. Fucking ridiculous. All right, so 2021, it's been a shitty year for everybody, right? Okay. I've been trying to get my most life experiences out of this fucking year. Namely, the first life experience that I experienced was having my very first one-night stand as a 43-year-old woman. And a younger man at that. I scored myself a younger man, 31, but he was a saxophone player. I don't get harassed for banging a 31-year-old guy. I get harassed for banging a saxophone player. And I'm like, dude, Kenny G's got to be getting someplace somewhere. Like, they're not a total lost, right? Oh, my God. But first date turns into one-night stand. Why? Because he's a fuckboy, and they're everywhere. They're like little terrorist cells just waiting. Just waiting. And I'm just kind of feeling like, here's how I feel about the fuckboy. You're not original. Because guess what? That was basically every pubic teenage boy. Puberty? Pubescent? What is that? Thanks, guys. I needed that help. Thank you. Next time I'll come with the thesaurus. Every pubescent guy is just wanting to get in a chick's pants. So it's like you're basically regressing to a teenage boy. Congratulations. But so that's what he ended up being. And 6 hours after he left my house, I got this little message. I'm not really sure what forms of contraception you're taking right now.
Oh, Jesus.
But I'd be more than happy to go 50% on Plan B with you. First of all, asshole, how dare you not want to have my baby? Second of all, I am more than I'm 12 years older than you. I am more fiscally prepared to deal with all of my bad decisions, including you. And 3, guess what, bitch? I just bought one for $19 on Amazon. Employee of the month gift card. It pays the plane. Seriously. And I'm going to tell you something. I also wanted that life experience of going into a CVS and buying a Plan B, because I just had a feeling that nothing says you fucked like buying a Plan B. Am I right? So I walk up to the doors of the CVS, and it's like heaven parted the doors for me, the sliding doors. I'm like, ooh, I need to get this. So I walk past the hair care. I walk past the skincare, and in front of me is that beautiful clear box. Oh, but not anybody can touch it. There's a sign that says, please ask for assistance. I'd be happy to. Plan B, I am 9. Come on, get it. And as I'm walking away, there's this little old lady with a little walker, and she's looking at me like, Jesus Christ, that girl fucks. From your mouth to God's ears, sweetheart. Any of you like to get into fights? You got any fighters here? Oh, yeah. You know, Michy Bad Cakes got into a fight in the 8th grade. Oh, and wouldn't it just be in the home ec class during cooking time? What's her weird kink with food? Well, maybe you'll find out. I was in class. I just accidentally picked up the Rice Krispie recipe card because, oh boy, we were definitely making spice cake that day. So I pick up my Rice Krispie card, and then the mean girls start heckling me at the table across. You're so stupid. Have you ever been so angry that your eyes start to burn and like tears are actually coming out of your nose instead of your eyes? That's how angry you are. So what comes out of my mouth next? Fuck you, skid marks. She was 6 inches taller. She had an extra 12 inches of reach. Spoiler alert, I did not make it. I did not make it. This is an entertainment center. I just made it sound like a rent-a-center. This is not an entertainment center. But what I meant to say is this is a mixed arts center, not mixed martial arts. I'm really bad with my words tonight. My point being is I would love to share a rap song with you. Woo-hoo. Does anybody know how to drop a beatbox? I'm looking at Mama Swan.
I didn't bring my beatbox.
What about a little piano jam, like a boop, 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 boop?
Okay.
Come on, girl. Hey, everybody, let's welcome back the lovely Mama Swan. And this is going to be my closer for the night. This is a rap song that I wrote because I'm obsessed with breakfast food. Streamers, you only need to eat breakfast. It's the best meal of the day. That's why you've got all this variety. You got cereal, oatmeal, pancakes, waffles, toast, French toast, bagels. Sometimes you have eggs Benedict, and sometimes you have bacon, and sometimes you have sausage, and then sometimes you have other things that are delicious.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. This is my ode to breakfast, and this will be the last you'll hear of me this evening. Ready? A 1, a 2, a 3. In the morning when I get up, I usually think about pancakes and how much sense that it makes that breakfast is my favorite meal of the day. I said, hey. I said, what? I said, hey. I said, what? I said, what's for breakfast today? Well, Monday's for my toast and jam, while Tuesdays are for my green eggs and ham, and Wednesday's for my hollandaise, while Thursday's for my waffling days. Fridays, no doubt, clean it out with black coffee and oatmeal. Saturdays, it just matters about how I feel. And Sundays, that's brunch. Thanks, Mama Swan.
Michy Bad Cakes. Give it up for her.
Well done. That is first time I've dropped a rhythm in that nature. So practicing I might be down for that at some point. It was fun though. Thank you for the impromptu.
Thank you.
I enjoyed that. All right. You had like 11 seconds left. Impressive.
I practice with the timer on my stove.
Oh, that's fabulous. Practices with the timer on her stove. That's what I should do. Because like, when else am I gonna practice? Every time
Practice?
some of us, yeah, at least some of us practice. So for me, one day I was on my way to Northampton, and I'm like, I'm gonna practice my comedy on the way to where I'm going. And I found myself coming off the highway and being like, what the fuck happened? I didn't say a damn word that entire drive. I was thinking, but I didn't say anything. I have stage fright when I'm alone? How did that happen? Every time I was a kid and like saw people on stage, I was like, God, I hate being in the audience. I'd much rather be on stage. It's less crowded for one thing. I didn't care if I was like the main star or whatever. I just wanted to participate. Well, anyway, let's get up our next comic. Y'all ready for our next comic?
Yes, bring that energy.
Okay, this next comic. She has been on many Practice Makes Comedy. And we have her here again. Please give it up for the lovely Lauren Cahillane.
I did want her to leave it. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Hi. Thanks for coming out. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
So good to have you. And good to have you online folks. I told my online audience not to come. What's wrong with me? All right, folks. I'm going to be extremely neurotic today. It's a bit I'm doing. I'm doing an impression of myself as a neurot. Unlike usual. Excuse me, I'm going to get a chair. It's called physical comedy, you Philistines. It's actually physical drama. But comedy is tragedy plus timing. It's very sad that chair's alone now. All right, now I'm going to assemble a clarinet and continue improvising. You guys think our online audience is as good looking as this in-person audience right here?
No.
No way. Online audience, you're missing out. You're not even here to defend yourselves. Clarinet. I found it next to a dumpster. Out of the case, just assembled. I was very worried I was stealing it from somebody, and I even checked in with the child next door to see, like, I hadn't heard anybody. I don't know. It's very sad. Yeah, it's sad. Do you think that the online audience is a bunch of lame weirdos?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think they're like a bunch of tree huggers?
Yeah.
People who can't even get to first with a tree? No. Trees are like they'll open up to you, but I don't know. You know, it's really embarrassing when you show up in the forest and you're like, oh, I didn't bring anything for my tree friends. Like, I don't know. You're like, nature's so great, and I'm just this asshole who shows up without anything. I don't know. All right. You guys ready for gonna for the show that you're going to see. So I'm just building a dramatic suspense. How long do you think it's been since I've played the clarinet?
10 years.
15. No one plays
I don't know what
clarinet past age 9.
Oh, really? No, I did play the clarinet past age 9. I played it in the community band this summer. The repertoire we played was so damn militaristic. I did not know what it was like, oh, it's because it's Flag Day or something, right? And I'm like, no, it's just a Flag Day ass band. That's just what we do. Yeah. So, Lisa, you know what sucks about? So, have you guys ever been bit on the nipple by a pet rat?
No, just I can't say that I have.
Well, one of the things about this neurotic character I'm doing is that she's very insecure, and when the rat does that, it makes me think, well, now what you think I'm not a real mammal just because you got me outnumbered 5-1 on nipples? Felt very bad. This is a read. Now I'm multitasking. Did anybody bring any snacks?
I got edibles.
I'm very hungry. I'm very, very hungry. But I guess it's good I haven't eaten so I can play this here clarinet without offending it. Too bad. If a piano was a cop, it would say something like, do you know how fast you're going? And you'd be like, this song's 110 beats per minute. And the piano cop would be like, well, you were doing 140 at the bridge. I said that right in front of him. My neurotic character has really good eyesight. You guys meditate? Yeah. No. Have you you tried it and you hated it, or you just don't?
I don't have the attention span.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why you do that's why you do something else and you call it a meditation. You do this is my walking meditation. This is my eating meditation. This is my 1 minute meditation. This is my masturbation meditation.
Oh, there we go. I'm gonna do that one.
You can access a lot of universal power in that open state of mind. Really make an imprint on the universe. I started trying to listen. I was doing guided meditations because it's hard, just the sitting still ones. It just hurts my back and everything. I'll try it and I'll try it again and we can keep trying. But so I did a guided meditation with Dr. Joe, and he was trying to get me all into my heartbeat. And I thought boom, 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 your heartbeat. And as I was gearing up to do this heart-centered meditation, I was like, wait a minute, I'm just going to go listen to a recording of a heartbeat. But that's not what it sounded like, even at all a little bit. Excuse me. It sounded like this. That's what it's like inside of your hearts, you freaks. Your sloppy, wet heartbeats. Your juicy valve heartbeats. That's what happens when I try to meditate. But I was trying to manifest meeting my crush anyway. I met in band class. quiz for my stalkers online. What instrument did I play in college? Psych. Now I'm gonna hold a guitar. I'm having fun at Practice Makes Comedy. Now there's a tuner on the tip top of this guitar. Oh, that's a technical word. My brother builds guitars, and I'm calling it the tip top of the guitar. But he just gave this little sucker a checkup at Christmas. Shout out to my brother, whom I did not invite. And I like to have a tuner here because then it can judge me. And I can have my inner critic of my neurotic character I'm doing on stage reflected here in this little twinkling light. The yellow is bad.
Uh-oh.
So I want you to
Yellow.
fix your eyes on that tuner this entire time. And then you'll know that we're all bad at being judged by the tuner. Because you are part of me. And that's the part of the neurotic character who loves herself, right? You're all part of me and you're all being judged too. Suckers. Okay. I'm skipping therapy this week. So I'm having a conversation with the tuner. Oh, you like me now. All right, that's cool. Inner critic's cool. Are you guys responsible dog? No, responsible dog people? Or perverted cat people?
One I am.
I do. I was at Lisa's house and her cat comes into the bathroom, as they do, and he insists upon having contact with me, and I so I give him some on the top of his head, a little scratchy scratch, and he's into that, and he's he got some under the chin, a little bit of that, and suddenly there's a lot of leg weaving, and I hear a noise outside. It's Lisa saying, "The lasagna's ready." And I had overwhelming feelings of cat shame. Nothing. He started it.
Hey.
If you don't relate, you're not good at petting cats.
That's right.
My online audience is terrible at petting cats. Their cats reject them. Well, checkbox. I assembled the clarinet. Did that. Hey, when a bunch of you losers are all comedians. So don't you hate when people are like, "Hey, tell a joke," just in the wrong context? You get that? Yeah, I'm seeing nods to fill you in the online. So yeah, they're like, "That's rude." I'm like, "That's a very intimate thing to ask me to do suddenly for free when I wasn't a joke. I got to birth a joke." Okay, telling me, just tell a joke, like I wasn't already trying to make you laugh anyway because we were talking and that's just what I do. And then you say that, and I'm like, that's just like if I asked you to nurse me. Oh yeah, no, just do it right now. Just do it right now. I'm like, yeah, just do it. Right here. I got a good latch. I'm a good latch. I'm going to do an impression of myself as a rock star. And I would like to invite Mama Swan to come up to the stage and join me on the accompaniment of the pianotation forte. It's a piano forte. I'm going to make a fuss out of tuning this thing. Oh. Not that one. Let's see what else. Where am I sitting? That was how I needed to do to just open the clarinet. Stand. It's gonna be powerful. You ready for a song? Are you ready for a song?
I'm ready. One with the chair.
Mama Swan, how long and hard did we practice this song?
5 minutes.
That's true. All right.
Maybe 8.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a nice 8. So I was gonna set all my stuff up while you were playing "Burning Down the House," and it was gonna have been great. But I didn't really communicate that in advance. Guys, lighten up. It's a comedy show. This is tragedy minus timing. All right, I'm cool. Yeah, baby. Is it my bedtime?
Almost.
All right.
It's okay.
Prima donna girl, yeah. All I ever wanted was the world. I can't help it, I need it all. The prima donna life, I rise the fall. You say that I'm kind of difficult, but it's always someone else's fault. Got you wrapped around my finger, babe. You can count on me to misbehave. Would you do anything for me? Buy a big diamond ring for me? Would you get down on your knees for me? Pop the pretty question right now, baby. Living life like I'm on the stage. Living life da-da-da-da. I know I got a big ego. I don't really get why it's such a big deal, though. And it's sad to the core. Every day I want more. When you give, I want more. I want to be adored. Prima donna girl. Yeah, all I ever wanted was the world. I can't help it, I need it all. The prima donna life, I rise the fall. You say that I'm kind of difficult, but it's always someone else's fault. Got you wrapped around my finger, babe. You can count on me to misbehave. Fill the void up with celluloid. Take a picture, I'm with the boys. Get what I want cause I asked for it, not because I'm really that deserving of it. Living life like I'm on the stage. In the spotlight, I want to stay. I know I got a big ego. I really don't get why it's such a big deal, though. And it's going up, going down. Anything for the crown. When the lights going down, I spin around. I'm a prima donna girl. Yeah, all I ever wanted was the world. I can't help but I need it all. The prima donna life, I rise the fall. You say that I'm kind of difficult, but it's always someone else's fault. Got you wrapped around my finger, babe. You can count on me to misbehave. Prima donna girl, yeah. All I ever wanted was the world. I can't help that I need it all. The prima donna life, I rise and fall. You said that I'm kind of difficult, but it's always someone else's fault. Got you wrapped around my finger, babe. You can count on me to misbehave.
keep it going for Lauren Cahillane. I've been like working a long time on spelling her name correctly. And then today, as I'm writing the set list, I'm like, oh my God, I forgot how to spell her name again. Smoke too much weed.
Don't we all?
Mhm. So Michy was talking about being bullied. Or getting into a fight, I should say. I had one of those situations when I was about 8 too. This girl stole my magic stick. So I pushed her. And then she pushed me back. And then we stopped pushing each other because it sucked. I got my magic stick back. Now, my sister, on the other hand, when she was young, she had an imaginary ball. Yes, we had real balls, but this was an imaginary one. And so I did what every big sister would do, and I stole it. Oh, you want to know how I convinced her? I was like, oh yeah, I got your ball right here. And she's like, it's imaginary, you don't have it. I'm like, is this one, the red one? Give it back now! And the explosion that followed had my dad running into the room being like, what's going on? And she's like, she stole my ball. And he's like, where is it? She's like, it's imaginary, Dad. Oh, okay, hold on a second. And then he made me give it back. I never gave it back. Are you guys ready for your last? Are you guys ready for me to turn the mic off? Are you ready for your last comic where we'll keep the mic on?
Yeah.
All right. Please give a wonderful. Oh, one last thing before I go. The comics are working for tips. I have a cup on the back desk there, and there's also PMC Pity Cash through Venmo. So these are your options. And we appreciate you coming out tonight. Happy New Year. It's been fun hanging out with you guys. Yeah. Oh, and this is Descant Music and Art Studio that we've been doing this at. We teach music lessons here during the week, and then Friday nights we party here. Well, every other first and third Friday of the month we have shows. Our next one is January 7th. It's gonna have me, Mama Swan. It's going to have Paul Kilmer. He's a delight. It's gonna have Laura Grant. That'll be her first time here, so that's exciting. And Tom Roche will be closing that show up. So it's sure to be a good one. All right, I'll shut up now, and we will let your last comic come up. Please give a warm Practice Mix Comedy welcome to Mo Green.
Nah, you don't have to. How we doing, everybody? Good. This is one of my T-shirts. I'm trying to pedal if anybody's interested at the end. Man, it's good. Oh, it's off. Mic's off. My bad. It's good to be out here. I don't know why I just took off the condom. You know, that's just.
Before you did.
Yeah. You know what I mean? That's just my normal.
Till the end.
Yeah. I don't know why. It don't feel the same, you know, with the condom. I didn't even think, you know, I just immediately just took it off. Like, baby, if you can't trust me, man, why am I in the bed with you? You know what I'm saying? Man, somebody asks you to use a condom, they just don't trust your life. They don't believe in you. I know Lisa. I literally wasn't even thinking. I literally just grabbed like, yeah. That's a Freudian slip. You know what I mean? That's what's really. Oh, a lot of crazy things. Thank y'all for being out here New Year's Eve. Y'all listen, y'all could have been anywhere else and y'all chose to be right here. So I appreciate that. Give it up for yourselves. Give it up for yourselves. Crazy stuff, man. Crazy stuff though. Like a couple of days ago, John Madden passed away at 85 years old. Here's a guy that, you know, there's sports announcer. He just passed. I was a huge fan. And then today, y'all heard Betty White just passed away from the Golden Girls. They finally back all together. Yeah, she passed. And I'm not trying to be funny. Like they back. It's a reunion. You know what I mean? But she's not 99 years old, lived like a complete life. Like we would all be so blessed to live that long, still have our faculties. Like she just did an interview the other day of her secrets to living to 100. And she didn't make it. So I'm sorry. I'm not laughing at it. She passed away. It's just too much irony that these are my secrets. Yeah, but like some people, like conspiracy theorists, they'll be like, oh, she passed away because it was a blood sacrifice. Like the demons, they wanted her life essence. That's why she died. And I'm thinking to myself, since when did demons like old life force energy? You know what I mean? I don't like I get like John Benet Ramsey was a little girl when she got killed, like the 27-year-old club, like all those celebrities that died at 27, like James Dean and who else? Who else? Amy Winehouse. Just because that's young energy, but like when do demons like old? That don't make no sense, man. That's like stealing moldy bread to make a sandwich. Like, come on, like surely there's better. Yeah, I just don't get into that conspiracy stuff. She lived a full life, lived to 99. You know what I'm saying? We could hope that we would all live that long, but I'm getting older though. Like Lisa said, I'm an old fuck. I'm 40, 42. I might not look it, but you definitely feel it, man. Like Monday, I don't know what I was doing Instacart. I was shopping, and I went to grab like a water case, and I kind of like shifted a little bit, and I felt it. I felt like the small little tinge, and it starts off small. And I'm like, yo, I'm done for like the next 2 months, man. You young folks, you get an injury, man. You good by the end of the day, man. Us, listen, man, we get like a hangnail or something, man. We is in ICU. Like, I'm walking like the Tin Man. Dun, 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 dun. Like, it just got me body breaking down. And I'm getting confused. Like, I feel like the older you get, you can't really tell how old people are anymore. Just your perception is off. Like, I realized I was getting old, right? I was watching The Color Purple, and I was like, Danny Glover was a young man in this movie. You know what I'm saying? Back then, he seemed old. He was only like 39, but he seemed old. But now, I just can't tell. Like Uncle Phil looked young in The Fresh Prince to me now. Like me and him look the same age. That's ridiculous, man. My perception is just off. Because like now, 80 years old looks 60 to me. And then 60 years old looks 40 to me now. And then sometimes 40 be looking like it's 20 to me. And then 20 to me looks like sperm. Like shit is crazy. It's like an embryo. You know what I'm saying? Like, why does this embryo have its thong showing when it's sitting in the chair? Thank you. Pull up your thong, fetus. I can't tell anymore, man. I just can't tell. I know I don't got that much time. There's so much stuff I want to tell y'all, but we'll get right into it. One thing I'm not hearing about a lot, and I'm kind of happy, you know what I'm saying? We don't hear too much from terrorists anymore, and that's a good thing, Because when you agree that terrorists are weirdos, you're strange to be a terrorist, like to kill people over a religious belief that you can't really prove. And the main reason why you're killing them, not because it's the good thing to do, but because you're promised pussy in the afterlife. You got to be a pretty desperate motherfucker to be tempted by pussy in the afterlife. You know what I'm saying? If you're getting pussy in real life, you can't be tempted by dead pussy. It's impossible. You know what I'm saying? Ain't weird. Strange motherfucker to get on board with that shit. You ever notice whenever you see the yearbook picture of a terrorist, they always have a look on their face like they just got caught masturbating in a public library? You caught me. You caught me red-handed with my dick out. I always want to fuck. I learned this word, right, a couple weeks ago, incel. And what incel is, that means involuntarily celibate. That means they're too weird looking to get sex from other people, namely women, right? So they get like this built up testosterone. And when you got a lot of built up testosterone, you can't control it. You blow stuff up because nobody want to blow up your balls. You know what I'm saying? So I propose to help out this situation, to do a service to the world. Some of you women need to have sex with more weird-looking random strangers. You might save some lives, man. You might be doing a service to your country. Now, every time, y'all like this shit, but a lot of times when I do this joke, I feel like the women, like the pussy energy, just real negative and sucking out all the fun in the room. Cause like, I could never sleep with a stranger. That is beneath me. Bullshit. Some of you women have had sex with strangers during your colleges when it wasn't legal to get free drinks. You can't sleep with a stranger to stop a potential act of terrorism. Y'all some selfish bitches. If I had a pussy, I'd be a hero. They would call me Mo Heroin. I will be saving the earth one dick at a time. And I know that sounds kind of gay, but if I gotta be a fag to save some American citizens, I save all the dicks. All of them. Fucking A. I'll just be fucking just to fuck, not even to save nobody, just because I'm horny and shit, man. So I don't care if you're a terrorist or not, man. I'm trying to get off. But that's tempting, man. 72 virgins. They always talking about 72 virgins. It's 72. That's a lot of motherfucking virgins, Playboy. First of all, where did they get that number from? I never slept with a virgin. But I can imagine that shit is extremely annoying. It's like, ouch, it's my first time, slow down. Ouch, it's my first time, slow down. You gotta deal with this shit for eternity. 3 women an hour for 24 hours for all time? Bitch, fuck 72 virgins. Just give me like 2 hoes, I'm good, man. 2 hoes and a gas station Viagra. I will handle that for at least 1,000 years, man. You know what I'm saying? At least 1,000. Yeah, man. Y'all remember like right after 9/11, right? There was this big saying, if you see something, say something. What if Joe Biden came up with a law, right? If you see something, fuck something. Meaning, if somebody like weird and creepy in the corner chewing his fingernails, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta take him to the bathroom and, you know, gotta have sex with him. You gotta save some fucking lives, man. You know what I'm saying? Or you get like a citation or something like missing jury duty or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You need them $25, man. I can't, you know, just fuck him. $25. That's it. So stupid. This is my impersonation of Joe Biden coming up, you know, with that law or whatever. I don't got a great Joe Biden impersonation, but to me, he's just a bumbling idiot, so this is easy to do, right? This is Joe Biden. See a guy in the corner of the room, take him to the bathroom, let him sniff your hair the way I sniff people's hair, and have dirty COVID sex with him, and you would lower you will lower terrorism by 37%. This is not fake news. Bump up a dump, bump a dump, dump a bump. What if Donald Trump was on board, right? Listen, I know there's a lot of weirdos throughout the United States. I know there's a lot of crazy individuals who get nowhere near the buns that I've got through my historic life. But if you see somebody in the back of the room that obviously gets zero pussy, take them to the bathroom, have dirty Chinese sex with them. You will lower terrorism by 37%. This is not fake news. Let him grab your pussy. Grab him by the ball. You will lower terrorism by 37%. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, bum, bum. I got one you probably like. What if Barack Obama was on board? I know. There's a lot of terrorism and crazy things throughout the United States. So if you see somebody in the corner of the room who obviously an incel, gets 0 points, this is what I propose. You gonna snatch that individual up, take him to the bathroom, get booty butt cheeks naked, have dirty North Korean sex with him. That's the dirtiest sex ever. You will lower terrorism by 37%. Bump up a dump. Bump a dump a dump a bump up. Then other celebrities be hopping in, like just giving their like advice and their thoughts on like crazy political things are going on. This is some new stuff I added to it. But let's just see how this goes down, like other celebrities like chiming in, you know, on this whole fucking stranger shit. Like Dave Chappelle, man. He's like, listen, man, I know there's a lot of individuals throughout the United States that don't really get sex like that. But this is the problem. You ladies are too conceited. You gotta take them to the bathroom and have dirty COVID sex with them. You'll lower terrorism. Ow! 37%. Bum, bum, ba, dum, niggas. Cat Williams. Now, I know there's a lot of individuals who have not studied the pimping the way that I have. That's why I have so many bitches. Even though I look like I fuck niggas. Because my hair is pressed and my fingernails are done. But if you see an individual in the back of the room that gets 0 sex, take him to the bathroom and have dirty COVID sex with him, and you will lower terrorism by 37%. Bum, bum, ba, dum, bum, ba, dum, ba, dum, ba, dum, bum, motherfucker. Bernie Mac. Listen here, motherfuckers, you got a whole bunch of crazy things going on throughout the United States. But if you see a motherfucker in the back of the room that ain't getting no sex, then I suggest you do something real freaky and real dirty with a stranger. I don't know. I don't really like that one. I don't like that one. I don't like that one. Mike Tyson. There's a lot of crazy things going on throughout the United States and everything. Like in the 80s, I was a monster. I was a killer, but now I'm really subdued and I'm really reserved and everything. But I see there's a problem with women being too conceited and these widows not getting pussy. So you see a guy that's strange, take him to the bathroom, just do something real freaky with him. It might save a few people. Is what I'm saying. Is it Mike Tyson in the back? Similar impersonation. Russell Simmons, he left to Dubai because he had some Me Too allegations, but he had to chime in. He was like, like when I was in Dubai, like practicing yoga and everything and stuff, I realized that there were like a lot of crazy things going on throughout the United States, and I could see like the women they were being really conceited. So these guys that testosterone was getting built up, so they start blowing people up. So ladies, like have sex with strangers, you might. Charles Barkley. Listen, man, Kenny, there's a whole bunch of crazy things going on throughout the United States, but if you see these weirdos and everything, just have a little bit of sex with them, man. You can probably save some lives. Shaquille O'Neal. Yeah, I understand that, Chuck. We gotta go around. We see all these weirdos and have sex with them. We gotta lower terrorism by 37%. I got a whole bunch more, but I don't fucking that's pretty much an idea, right? And they be shooting up all kinds of shit, right? They shot up a country concert. They shot up a techno club. They even blew up an Ariana Grande concert. It made me realize one important thing. You could actually lose your life if you're a fan of shitty music. Step up your taste and your tunes, because I can't see them blowing up the Doobie Brothers. They is legends, man. He came from somewhere back in the long ago. Oh God, the music is so good. I was going to blow this place up, but I'd rather dance with my machine gun. Sentimental fool, cause he's trying hard to be. Hey, why does my terrorist sound like Jamaican, man? You know what I mean? Since when did Saddam Hussein become Usain Bolt? Well, I'm gonna let y'all go with this. This is a pretty long joke, but I'm gonna let y'all go with this. We're dealing with a civil war. A civil war in America. The vaxxed versus the unvaxxed. The vaxxed versus the unvaxxed, right? It's like the Starks versus the Lannisters. It's like the Irish versus the Italians. It's like the 1990s Crips versus the Bloods, because regardless of which side you represent, unexpectedly you might die, man. You know what I mean? People is dying left and right, whether you're vaxxed or unvaxxed, man. Like the COVID is being given out the way Oprah is giving out cars and shit. You got COVID, you got COVID, everybody got fucking COVID. You know what I mean? And I'm not vaxxed or nothing like that, but I did catch it back in April. I do have antibodies, you know what I'm saying? I am protection. I'm a walking condom. That's why I pulled it off at the beginning, because I'm immune to all this shit, man. And it's not that I would never get vaccinated. I'm not saying that. It's just that the vaccine just came out real fast. That's why a lot of people are skeptical. If y'all know y'all history about vaccines, in general in the world, in the past 100 years, the fastest vaccine developed took about 12 years. This vaccine was developed under a year. It takes longer to get a brown belt in karate than to make this miracle medicine, man. You know what I'm saying? And we know for a fact that brown belts can't fight that good. That's why this vaccine probably struggling. It's not that it sucks. Just needs more time in the dojo to kick COVID's culo. You know what I'm saying? Need John Kreese to train it or some shit. Fucking, I don't know. Give me our Cobra Kai reference, man. And the thing is, the reason why a lot of people don't take it serious is because they keep giving like bullshit incentives as to why to get the shot. Not to save their life. That's not the first thing. No, if you get the shot, you get like a free lottery ticket, you know what I'm saying? You get like coupons to the liquor store, you know, you get a free you get a like discount Amazon Prime for a month and shit. Like, what the fuck any of this got to do with saving our life? That's why people not taking it serious, man. Like, they say most people that suffer from COVID are labeled as obese, you know, 70-80%, right? So Krispy Kreme came up with the idea. If you get the shot, you can get 2 donuts. You know what I'm saying? Like, really, you trying to tempt the fat people with donuts? That's some real shit. So it's like, yo, I'm not gonna die of COVID, but I will die of bees. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is crazy, man. And then Pfizer got approved by the FDA. So, like, matter of fact, even before I get to that point, I'm gonna get to that point. I'm gonna get to that point in a second. Also, another bullshit incentive, like the rapper Juvenile hopped into the fray. If anybody, y'all kind of young, but Juvenile in 1999 made a song called "Back That Thing Up." Girl, you looks good. You know that song. You probably was doing that shit at the club, just shaking booty cheeks and shit. Girl, you look. Well, no, you don't gotta be too white. White girls got big booties now. Like, you know what I'm saying? The whole white girls got a flat ass is a myth. They be doing squats and be like, Bob, getting the booty cheeks right. But anyway. He had a song called "Back That Thing Up." He made a remix called "Vax That Thing Up." Right. The premise of the song is if you want to indiscriminately smash and have sex with these women, get the jab. Nowhere in the song do they talk about condoms. They care so much about our health, they tell us to fuck people wrong. I do that shit anyway. I ain't have to watch that video. but raw dog. But I was gonna say, yeah, so I said Pfizer got approved by the FDA, and that makes people more pushy. Like, see, it's approved by the FDA. Now you gotta take the shot. It's no excuse. You gotta do your part, man. But the FDA approved all kinds of shit that get recalled, man. You know what I'm saying? And just they approve things that aren't good for you in general, like Baconators, fried Oreos, Hennessy, Johnson and Johnson's baby powder. In 2017 alone, over like 4,000 different items was recalled by the FDA. So just because they approve it does not mean that it's necessarily good for you. At one point, the government approved the Tuskegee experiment. Yeah. And we see what happened to those niggas, man. A lot of us are hesitant, right, to get this jab for the people that are hesitant because they keep moving the goalposts. They keep changing rules around, you know what I'm saying? Fauci. First he said, you don't need a mask. He's like, nah, I'm bullshitting. You do need a mask. A double mask, a shot with the mask, a second shot, a booster shot, probably weekly shots forever. If you got the shots, you can't catch and spread it. If you have the shots, you can catch and spread it. This shit is fucking confusing, man. It's more confusing than a 6-year-old at McDonald's trying to order dinner for the first time. I want Burger King. Jesus fucking Christ. Make up. It's just real confusing, man. It's a whole bunch of things to remember, and it's very difficult to remember all these things, but I figured out a way, right? It's past the holidays. I'm about to do this song real quick. I don't know if you want to come up here and get ready, but after I do this song, y'all gonna know all the basic things that you need to do to stay on top of this COVID shit and stay safe during these times. The best way to memorize things is to turn it into a song. I did this song, right? It's called the 12 days. What's the name? I'm curious. I don't know. 12 days of COVID, right? In the style of the 12 days of Christmas. You got to get ready.
Lost my music.
Try to find your music because I gotta. I'm congested. Yeah. Do your thing. Because I want to be able to do this right.
We have some entries. Yeah.
See, you the main one harass me. Can I play during them? Can I play? And then you're not even ready. You're not even ready.
I'm ready.
All right. Oh, sorry about that. I'm back. I just had to. I want to do this right, so I want to make sure all my lungs and stuff are clear.
Let them know how much we practice.
Hey, we never practice this shit at all. We're going to see me on a. That's the note I'm starting on. All right, so after I do this, you're going to remember it. Like, listen, this is going to be stuck in your brain till next year. So, all right, I'm going to try it. I'm going to do my things. Let's see how you work this out. All right. On the first day of COVID, Fauci told me, 6 feet, keep your hands clean. On the second day of COVID, Fauci told me, 2 weeks flat and curved, and 6 feet, keep your hands clean. On the third day of COVID, Fauci told me, stay your ass at home, 2 weeks flat and curved, and 6 feet, keep your hands clean. Oh yeah, 4, right? 4, okay, 4, cool. On the fourth day of COVID, Fauci told me, double COVID mask, stay your ass at home, 2 weeks flat and curved, and 6 feet, keep your hands clean. I told you it's kind of, yeah. Hey, don't worry about it. On the 5th day of COVID, Fauci told me, Pfizer approved by FDA. Double COVID mask, stay your ass at home, 2 weeks flat and curved, and 6 feet, keep your hands clean. Oh, that's 6. Okay, cool. On the 6th day of COVID, Fauci told me, 2 Moderna jabs, Pfizer approved by FDA. Double COVID mask, stay your ass at home, 2 weeks flat and curved, and 6 feet, keep your hands clean. On the 7th day of COVID, Fauci told me 1 Johnson & Johnson, 2 Moderna jabs, Pfizer approved by FDA. Double COVID mask, stay your ass at home, 2 weeks flatten curve, and 6 feet, keep your hands clean. I'm lost. 8, okay, thank you. On the 8th day of COVID, Fauci told me booster injections, 1 Johnson & Johnson, 2 Moderna jabs, Pfizer approved by FDA. Double COVID mask, stay your ass at home, 2 weeks flatten curve, and 6 feet, keep your hands clean. I think 9, right? Okay. On the 9th day of COVID, Fauci told me weekly shots forever, booster injections, 1 Johnson & Johnson, 2 Moderna jabs, Pfizer approved by FDA. Double COVID mask, stay your ass at home, 2 weeks flatten curve, and 6 feet, keep your hands clean. Well, not 10 right yet. On the 10th day of COVID, Fauci told me if inoculated, you cannot get it. Weekly shots forever, booster injections, 1 Johnson & Johnson, 2 Moderna jabs, Pfizer approved by FDA. Double COVID mask, stay your ass at home, 2 weeks flatten curve, and 6 feet, keep your hands clean. I know my voice cracked a little bit there, but you know, I'm still trying to get together, man. I'm lost. Oh, okay, cool. Almost at 2 more. On the 11th day of COVID, Fauci told me if you were vaxxed, you can still spread it. If inoculated, you cannot get it. Weekly shots forever, booster injections, 1 Johnson & Johnson, 2 Moderna jabs, Pfizer approved by FDA. Double COVID mask, stay your ass at home, 2 weeks flatten curve, and 6 feet, keep your hands clean. Now y'all made it. Y'all made it to number 12. My man right here is mad and annoyed me right now with this song, but this is necessary. This is like being in detention after class in 1945 when you was a freshman and you writing on the chalkboard, I will be quiet, I will be quiet, I will be quiet, I will. You remember the 40s, you remember the 40s. You was a young man back then, man. I'm about to take it to church. I'm about to take this last verse to church. I'm about to become T.D. Jakes and Jerry Osteen all mixed up together in the Mahalia Jackson song. All right. On the 12th day of COVID, Fauci told me kids 5 through 12 can get the treatment. If you were vaxxed, you can still spread it. If inoculated, you cannot get it. Weekly shots forever, booster injections, 1 Johnson & Johnson, 2 Moderna jabs, Pfizer approved by FDA. Double COVID mask, stay your ass at home, 2 weeks flatten curve. And 6 feet, keep your hands clean. Thank you, I appreciate it, One more thing I'm gonna add on, just because you passed away, and it's one of the songs in my bits and one of my jokes, I'm gonna just do the Golden Girls theme real quick if y'all don't mind. Yeah. Boom, 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 boom. Thank you for being a friend. Travel around the road and back again. Your heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant. And if you threw a party and invited everyone you knew, you would see the biggest gift would be for me. And the card attached would say, thank you for being a friend. Bum, 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 Boo. I appreciate every single last one of y'all. Thank you very much for coming out. Like I said, this is the older one. I got new t-shirts in the plastic bag, all different sizes. If anybody's interested, just come over, holler at me, man, and just support comedy and support us all. Peace. I appreciate y'all. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Keep it going for
What
Mo
was that?
Green.
Right there at the football game. I know. Right there. I know that.
Thanks for coming out, everybody. Have a happy new year, and we will see you next week, January 7th, same time, same place, 8 p.m. here. That'll be Mama Swan, Paul Kilmer, Laura Grant, and Tom Roche that night. So have a great night. Thanks for watching.